Hey y'all, it's Dankyoncé and I'm back with another video. Today, I want to talk about how to manifest or what you should do to manifest whenever you feel like you literally have no idea what to do.
Okay, let's go.
So, if you're anything like me, there was probably a time in your life where you felt like you had no idea what you wanted to do or no idea what you were about to do when it comes to your career. I thought that climbing the corporate ladder was for me, but if I'm being honest, I hate working in corporate environments, and you will probably never see me working in another corporate environment for as long as I live because I'm not subjecting myself to that type of stress, and I'm also not willing to conceal who I actually am in order to fit into some boring work culture.
Hell no, bitch!
That's never what I signed up for. Never. And I'll never do that again. So after I got done with corporate, I was sitting there like, what the heck am I going to do now?
What the hell we gonna do now?
I spent months, and I mean months, applying for more jobs that were just like the job that I had got rid of. And it's like while I was applying for those jobs, I kept telling myself, you don't want to do this. You know you don't want to do this. You know for a fact that this is not how you want to spend the rest of your life. But I will also question myself, like, okay, well, what do you want to do? What are you passionate about? You're kind of depressed right now, so you probably can't even find an answer for that. And that was true. I would sit around and I would think like, okay, what do I want to do? What can I do? What do I know how to do? And the true answer is I'm an Aries. I know how to do a lot of stuff and I know how to do it well. But my problem is, what do I want to do that's not going to bug me for doing it for years and years and years if I have to do so? And it was real hard for me to find something. It was really hard for me to find something. Well, I'm not going to say it was really hard. I'm going to say I made it hard for myself.
I mean, honestly, the girl did it to her damn self.
I literally had to just snap myself back to reality and be like, girl, you already know what to do. And once I started telling myself, I literally found out what I wanted to do.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that.
Now, whenever I was going through all of this, I didn't really have a routine. I would just get up in the morning, get on YouTube, and watch manifesting videos pretty much from the time that I got up to the time that I went to bed. And after I watched those videos, I felt like I wasn't really left with much because I was like, okay, I know how to manifest. I have no problem with manifesting, but my specific issue is I don't know what I want to do with myself career-wise, because I know once I pick the career that I want to pick, I'm going to excel at it, because not to toot my own horn, but that's just what I do.
Big Papa, nigga. That's why I'm Big Papa.
Like, I'm literally amazing at every single job that I have. So with that being said, working in my head wasn't an issue. It was just that, I didn't want to go back to a corporate environment, like I said, because working in corporate, yes, the money is nice, but it's honestly not worth the mental strain and stress that they put on you. Like, they pay pennies compared to what you actually need to be paid for having to put up with any of that nonsense, which is why I said earlier, and which is why I'm saying right now, and which is why I'm going to keep saying, you will never, and I mean never, see me working in a corporate environment ever again, because I'm done with that. I will never go back.
Look, what, girl? I gotta draw the line somewhere.
Oh, that's where you draw the line?
What you gotta do, girl? I gotta draw the line
That's where you draw the line.
I gotta draw the line somewhere.
I don't care if they're paying $600,000 an hour. Keep it. So with me knowing that I'm used to corporate and also knowing that I didn't want to go back to corporate, I was really thinking, like, what the heck am I going to do? So I spent all these months and months and months trying to figure out something to do. And then I had to tell myself, I was like, look, you saying you don't know what to do or you don't know what you want to do is keeping yourself stuck in being the person who doesn't know what they want to do, which is why you keep getting up every day feeling like, what the heck going on?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
And I don't like feeling like that. So what I did to change that, I'm telling you the honest to God truth. All I did was repeat to myself just about every single night for a few minutes, I know exactly what to do. I make X amount of dollars a day. I know exactly what to do. I make X amount of dollars a day. I know exactly what to do. And after that happened, I still had a little moment where I felt like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I'm not getting no ideas. I'm not feeling inspired by anything. Like, I got burnt out by searching for all this inspiration. But once I said, forget it, I'm going to find something. I was laying down and I had a little cry session. And while I was in the middle of crying, I got a thought that was like, list things that you're passionate about. And when I started listing things that I was passionate about, I was like, this isn't really getting me anywhere. I'm passionate about stuff like shopping, eating, like simple stuff, Animal Crossing, Lush Cosmetics, perfume. I'm passionate about real baseline simple stuff. And then I started thinking, I was like, okay, well, how can I start making money from things that I'm passionate about? So I started thinking, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go through, let me look for some ideas, whatever, and then I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. When I was forcing myself to look for ideas, all the ideas quickly showed me, this isn't what you want to do. This is not what you want. You don't want these type of problems, because it was more work than I thought it was going to be. And me personally, I don't like to work that hard.
And now I like to work that hard.
Not even gonna lie to you. The least amount of effort that I could put into something is the path that I want to take. So if I can get paid $1,000 every time I do like this, I'm gonna take that opportunity. So once I started looking for things that I wanted to do, and I seen that they weren't working out, I was just like, you know what? Let me just keep on affirming. I know exactly what to do. I make X amount of dollars a day, and I know exactly what to do. And things started lining up for me. I figured out what I wanted to do. I ended up getting the idea that led me to being in the place that I wanted to be in. I just had to stop trying so hard and stop making myself feel like I have to be the one to come up with the idea. I have to be the one to find this. I have to be the one to make the way. Because all I had to do was stop acting like I was clueless and stop acting like a bird brain, because that's honestly what I was doing. I just kept telling myself, I don't know. And I kept turning into a person who did not know.
Am I embarrassed? Hell yeah. Am I ashamed? Hell yeah.
This is literally the same method that I use for every situation that I have, and you can do that too. I said I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I kept telling myself I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I ended up finding out exactly what I wanted to do. If you're trying to manifest money, keep telling yourself you have the money that you want to have and don't think against it. And guess what? You're going to make the money. Even if you don't have the idea to do it, like I didn't have it, all you have to do is just act as if. And that was a little bit hard for me, because I would always think, somebody's coming up to me and they're going to ask me, what do I do? What am I supposed to tell them? Because I don't know what to do. So once I stopped visualizing me being interviewed by one of those people and they asked me what I did for a living, you know, I'm pretty sure you've seen those TikToks like that before.
Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you, man. Is this your Ferrari?
Yeah.
And what do you do for living out in Los Angeles?
But I stopped visualizing that, and I would literally just see myself sitting on my couch at home, and I would check my bank account on my phone's app and see like it looks very nice, and that's it. Because I know that I don't have to know exactly what I want to do, but as long as I just act as if I'm the person that's doing what they want to do, even if I don't know what that is, it's going to happen. It's literally going to happen. It has no other choice, because it's the law.
What more can I say?
And I guess you can even say that that was a time crunch manifestation story, because I literally was on a time crunch. Throughout that time, I had got unemployment. And you know, depending on what state that you live in, unemployment is not forever. It's only for about 27 or 28 weeks. And that sounds like a long time, but when you don't have anything else to do but think, that is not a long time. Not at all. And it's like I was sitting on my butt being lazy because I was collecting a free check. Like, it wasn't my fault that jobs weren't necessarily reaching back out to me at that time. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to have to roll with the punches. And literally, the week that my unemployment stopped, I didn't even get a chance to go a full week without getting another paycheck from somewhere. I started making money again.
I am very rich, bitch.
I literally started making money again. And it started growing, and it started growing, and it started growing. I knew that once my unemployment ran out, that was it. That was it for me. Until I changed my mindset around and realized, okay, this is not the end of the road. It's going to work out exactly how you think it's going to work out. So if you think that it's going to work out bad, it's going to work out bad. If you think it's going to work out good, it's going to work out good. So I had to force myself or trick myself into thinking that it was going to be all right by doing my affirmations. Every time the thought in my head came up about how am I going to pay this? How am I going to buy that? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? How am I going to feed myself? I had to tell myself, stop.
Please don't start that again. Damn!
You already know what to do. You already know what you're doing. You already know exactly how you make your money. You need to stop visualizing yourself talking to these little street interviewers when they ask you what do you want to do. Don't even answer those types of questions in your imagination. Already see yourself having it. And yes, even though I saw myself being successful while those people were asking me that question, my mind would still come to a blank point because I'm like, wow, I see myself as being rich, but I don't know how I got rich. And that is what almost knocked my manifestation out of the way, because that kept me in the state of being a person who didn't know what the heck they wanted to do with their life, inadvertently. And I got to a point where I was literally frustrating myself. I was getting mad at myself because I had nobody else that I could blame. I mean, you shouldn't be trying to look for somebody to blame. Like, you can't play the victim card. But I literally got mad at myself because I was like, I'm doing it to myself. This is happening because of me, myself. So I had to force myself to undo all of that. And when I got burnt out on affirming, which sometimes it does happen for me, or I'll get to a point where I feel like I already know what's going on, so I don't have to affirm that much. If I got to either one of those points, I would just stop. I would stop doing it. And if I let myself start thinking, if I got the thought to come up to be like, okay, well, I don't know how I'm going to do X, Y, Z, I would just literally shut it up and say, I know what to do. That's all I did. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, that worked out for you. Don't say nothing else, because if it worked out for me, it's going to work out for you as well. Stop being so negative.
Fuck you and your badass attitude, all your negativity, and all that other shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self.
If you feel like you're stuck in a place right now where you don't know what to do, in order to get unstuck, literally tell yourself you know exactly what to do. If you have a goal of the amount of money that you want to make in your life, or, you know, every week, every day, every month, every year, whatever, tell yourself you make that amount and you already know what you're doing in order to make it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you know what you're doing in order to make it. So literally, tell yourself. That's all you have to do. Tell yourself. When you're affirming, you're not necessarily affirming because, oh, I'm saying 1,000 affirmations because I know once I say 1,000 affirmations, I'm going to get what I want. No, you're saying you know what you want to do or you have what you want as a reminder, because you already have what you want. If you're doing it from the mindset of, okay, I don't have what I want, but I'm affirming, telling myself I have what I want, that's not it. You're not thinking as if. You're thinking as if you're a person who has to affirm in order to make something happen. And that's not necessarily the mindset that you should have. You should have the mindset to where you're like, all right, cool. I know I already have what I want. So me saying my affirmations is just reminding me that I already have what I want, because you do already have what you want. Even if you don't see it, you already got it.
Y'all know what's going on. And so do I.
And it might sound like some weird magic trick, but it's not. You're literally creating your reality. You're saying what you want to happen. Almost every day, I'm gifted with options, and I am the person who gets to choose the option that they want. I am the person that's creating my own reality. It's just like one of those interactive shows that they have on Netflix where they make you pick the path. Or if you like watching comedians on YouTube, Corporate, he has a whole series called Black Chicago Be Like. And in every episode, he'll leave it off with a question for the audience. He'll let you pick what you think he should do for his next episode. You're literally doing that with your own life. You are choosing the route that you want to take. So if you want to take the desperate route and just wallow and cry and complain about you not knowing what you want to do, you have the option to pick that. But if you want to go ahead and change your mindset around and imagine yourself as being the person who already knows what to do and is already doing what they want to do, guess what? You're going to be the person that already knows what they want to do and who is doing exactly what they want to do.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
So the moral of the story is, please stop telling yourself you don't know what to do. Even if you feel like you don't know what to do. Like I said for the 50,000th time, you already know what to do. Keep affirming, meaning keep reminding yourself that you already know what to do. Just like you know how to go to the refrigerator and pour yourself a drink, you know how to do what you need to do in order to make money. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Even if you don't have any earthly idea as to what it is that you want to do, you just got to keep telling yourself you already know what you want to do. And it's going to happen. It's going to unfold. I would not lie to y'all.
I tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. I'm telling you.
But that is all I have for today's video. I do want to say thank you so much for watching. And as usual, if you have any comments or questions, or even if you just want to say, hey girl, hey, drop it in the comments. I will answer every comment that y'all leave because I like talking to y'all. But anyways, until next time.
I'm out this bitch.
They told me to be good tonight.